Krishna. My name is Ankita Mishra, and today I'm going to be doing a presentation on A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, a brief history. So we're going to start out with the fast facts. He was born in Calcutta, Bengal on the day after Krishna Janmashtami. He was empowered by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And the amazing thing is that he slept only for 3 hours out of any 24 hours. He founded the famous ISKCON community in New Vrindavan, West Virginia. And this is really astonishing. In 12 years, that's like 85% of my lifetime, he circled the globe 14 times on tours that took him to 6 different continents. Does anyone know how many continents there are in total? Shreya?
7 continents.
Yeah. So he went to all the continents except for Antarctica. Obviously because there's no one living there, but he was a great supporter of Mahatma Gandhi. So Prabhupada's dad, granddad, they were all really rich and successful business owners. So naturally, Prabhupada decided to go into business as well. But every single effort he made in business completely failed and shattered. It was a complete loss. Soon, he decided to leave the material path and he went onto the spiritual path. But his family, his wife, they didn't want to follow him, so he had to leave them. After that, he had pretty much nothing left, and he started giving lectures. And one day, he was giving a lecture, and someone came in and said, Prabhupada, the only shop you had left in Delhi is completely shattered and ruined. Now, if someone were to tell you this, you'd obviously not be happy. But Prabhupada, he was so happy. He only had Krishna left in his life now. No attachments to samsara whatsoever. Then he went to a trip to the USA. And he went because his guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, instructed him to go to the Western world and propagate Krishna consciousness. Propagate basically means to spread out or give away, and that's exactly what he did coming over here. And one of the external reasons he did this was because he was really good in English. But as I said, this is just an external reason. And the really astonishing thing is that he only brought 40 rupees with him. Today, 45 rupees is $1. So 40 rupees today would be about 80 cents. But back then, it was $5. But can you imagine coming to a foreign place with just $5 in hand? Like, would you be hopeful for success or not? But he was so, it's just amazing.
Optimistic.
Yeah, he was so optimistic. And he had so much faith in Krishna and his guru and his mission. And he came through the support of Srimati Morai, and she gave him a free ticket on her transporting ship, the Jaladuta. And he was the sole passenger of the cargo ship. And a cargo ship transports goods, not people. So he was taking a really big risk going on this ship, considering his age. And only one person came to bid him goodbye. And this is a quote from that same person that bid him goodbye. His name was Mr. Shir Bhattacharya. When he left Calcutta Harbor for New York, there was no one on the shore to bid him goodbye. I was not a disciple of his. I was a disciple of somebody else. But due to shared love, I had very much respect for him. So, I was the only person standing on the shore to bid him goodbye. No one was with me. I could not know that it was such an important thing. As I said, he was on a cargo ship, and considering his age, he was really, really sick all the time. And on the second night, he had a dream. Lord Krishna, in his many forms, was rowing a boat, telling him he should not fear, but should come to the other side. After this dream, he felt reassured of Lord Krishna's protection, and the violent attacks did not reoccur. And you can see his dream illustrated at the right. You can see the many forms of Krishna. I'll just point out some. There's Kalki, there's Ram, there's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there's Narasimhadev, almost all of them. His arrival to America is celebrated yearly on Boston's Commonwealth Pier, and basically what they do at this celebration is they have a really big Sankirtan in his honor. The most famous place he visited was Brooklyn, New York. The mission of Srila Prabhupada. His mission was to serve Lord Krishna, to spread Krishna consciousness in the entire world, to take Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission into every town and village, and to have Lord Krishna's name sung in every town and country. And this mission, you can understand it through this sloka, and if you guys will sing with me, that would be nice. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarvapapa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param. Congregational chanting of Lord's name destroys all sins. Offering pranam to him, relieves all material sufferings. I offer my pranams, to that Lord Hari. Okay, this is one of the most famous things he's known for, and this is ISKCON. He founded ISKCON in 1966 in New York. And when he was going to register the name for ISKCON, the lawyer suggested that, hey, Prabhupada, why don't you change the name of ISKCON to International Society of God Consciousness instead of International Society of Krishna Consciousness? Now, Prabhupada was completely outraged. He said, why should I change it when Krishna is the Supreme God and the Supreme Godhead? Now, this may not seem that important, but you have to see the determination, the persuasiveness he had to change people and to the way that he thought. Today, ISKCON is run by the Governing Body Commission, or the GBC, and within a decade, it became a worldwide confederation of almost 100 ashrams, schools, temples, institutes, and farm communities. His biggest impacts. Every town and country knows who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Oxford actually has a center for Hindu studies where Krishna consciousness is a main curriculum. So you could go to Oxford University and actually learn about Krishna consciousness. Bhakti Yoga was brought to this country first by him only. He was the cause for the Bhagavad Gita to become the second largest distributing book in the entire world. The first is obviously the Bible, but it's really amazing that the Bhagavad Gita is the second. And the credit for this goes to great Vaishnavas and devotees of Krishna like Prabhupada. They distributed the books to every nook and corner of the world. Actually, people even say that if you go to the moon, then you'll have devotees selling books over there as well. That's how great they are at distributing. And his accomplishments. He built 108 temples in just 10 years. That's more than one temple a year. He was one of the most successful people in his retirement age, according to Forbes magazine. He was the founder of ISKCON. He was the first guru to transform the most ungrateful people, the hippies, to the topmost devotees. The hippies did everything. They did drugs, they did intoxication, they did meat eating, everything. But he changed them into the topmost devotees. He translated and distributed many scriptures, as I said. And no other guru could convert Westerners into an Eastern religion. He was the only one who could do so. This is a quote from Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He was the former Prime Minister of India. If the Bhagavad Gita, the holy text of the Hindu traditions, is printed in millions of copies in scores of languages and distributed in all nooks and corners of the world, the credit for this sacred service goes chiefly to ISKCON. For this accomplishment alone, Indians should be eternally grateful to the devoted spiritual army of Swami Prabhupada. The arrival of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in the United States in 1965 and the particular popularity his movement gained in a very short span of just 12 years must be regarded as one of the greatest spiritual events of the century. The These are some quotes that I found on a site, and basically what they do, they take a Prabhupada's quote and they illustrate it and they make a new one every day. And these quotes are really illustrated in a nice way, so it's quite amazing that they can produce quotes so fastly. We are not the body. We are spiritual beings trapped in the body. Our real interest lies in understanding this simple fact. This is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see the beautiful form of Sri Krishna. This is from the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is present everywhere, not only within the universe, not only within the hearts of all living entities, but also within every single atom. The Lord is the bestower of all benediction. If someone gives something to the Lord, he is not the loser. He is the gainer by 1,000,000 times. This is from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a quote that I found from this book, just as I've shown you by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And it's just a collection of all his most important quotes. If you guys want to check this out after class, I can let you. And this quote was my favorite from the whole book, and it says, "Have Sankirtan, all Europeans, Americans, Africans, United Nations under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's flags. Do everything just as I have shown you. It is possible. This is the real United Nation. You try under the protection of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and things will be successful. Others will simply waste their time and be disappointed. They will change from one body to another and suffer." And right now we're going to do a Sankirtan, and I'm going to try and sing it in the way that Prabhupada sang it. It's slightly different from the way that we usually sing, so you guys can just repeat after me.
So you know this song, Jaya Radha Madhava?
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha is, why are we so grateful to Srila Prabhupada? Anyone can answer this. There's no right or wrong answer.
Well, because he brought Krishna consciousness and he created, he founded ISKCON.
Yeah. Any others?
And he translated the book, the
yeah,
holy books.
Yeah. Anyone wants to build on that?
He brought the Srimad Bhagavatam to every nook and cranny of the 7 continents.
Mm-hmm.
He helped us understand Krishna better.
Exactly. Anyone else?
Julia?
Okay.
He brought bhakti to the world.
Exactly. Good job. Yeah.
Yes, that was very significant. Yes.
Okay. This is my bibliography, and the second site is the site where I found all the quotes. If you guys want to check that out, that's pretty cool. And the most important site that I used was GoulBhajan.com, thanks to Master G. And that's it. Gaur Pramanandi.